Welcome back to another modern house tutorial. This one is small, nice and quick, so be sure to follow along the tutorials and you'll be finishing this one within about 10 minutes. So without further ado, let's jump right into this. Okay, so in today's video we're going to be building this, well, forget the intro, let's get straight into the video, okay? So all we need to do now is we need to build up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we're going to do the same. We're going to count over 2 blocks, leave a 2 block space, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Fill in the gap. In the middle, we want to place glass blocks. White stained glass is what we're going to be using. Then what we want to do is right here, over here, we're going to count backwards. We're going to count 1, 2. We're going to destroy the first block we placed. Then what we're going to do is we're going to count 1, 2, and then place another wooden block, and then add more on top for a doorway. As you guys can see, we're going to go inside. We're going to place 2 doors like that, as you guys can see, and this is what we should have so far. The next step for us to do now is to come over to this point right here, add 2 blocks, and keep adding them until we get to the top like this, and do the same on this side as well. There we go, and add 2 more in the front, as you guys can see. Our next step to do is to come over onto this side, and now to place our wood, we're going to start by placing 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4 glass on top, and I'm going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, and then right here we're going to take our white concrete, and then what we're going to do is we're going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to place this along the top like that, as you guys can see. Then continuing on the white concrete, we're going to place this along the top by placing out 2 blocks like that, extending it out to here, then 1, 2, 3, 4, and then going across like this, like that. And then as you guys can see, we're going to fill this in again on the back side of the house. There we go. So now that is basically the front part of the house built. What we need to do is finish off this. Whoa, too fast. Okay, this part right here, I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and on top 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now as you guys can see, that is the front part of the house. We need to continue on with the house. So for this part right here, we're going to extend this out by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then we're going to count up like this. There we go. And then we're going to build across by 1, 2, 3. Add up this wall. Then we're going to start here and we're going to build 1, 2, 3. Count across 2 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Then what we need to do is build up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Join them at the top. Then what we need to do in the middle, add yourself your stained glass like that. And then along the back here, you want to join this up. In fact, you don't want to join this up just yet. So just add this all the way to the top like this. Add this all the way to the top like that. So there we go. As you guys can see, that is that bit. So now what we need to do is we're going to take our white concrete and we're going to build around the edge, starting here. As you guys can see, if we look diagonally, this is where we're starting. We're going to build out to the edge. We're going to join up this edge right here. Then what we're going to do is this floor right here, we're going to fill it in. So we're going to take this across. And then this in here, we're going to fill it in with our white concrete like this. As you guys can see. And there we go. So next thing for us to do is to bring across this wall all the way until this point right here. So essentially, if you don't know where this point is, it's no worry, because if we start here and we count back 2 blocks, we can place 4 blocks of wood like that. And then we can place 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this wall along here is 4 blocks high. So we start by 1, 2, 3, 4, and then building across like that. And then this wall right here just needs to get filled in. And this wall needs to get filled in also. And then along here, in this area right here, we're just going to fill in a floor. So we're just going to fill in a floor like this. So as you guys can see, now that we've done that, the house is very much near completion. So the only things left for us to do now are to build the roof and to build the left side of the house. So for this side, it's pretty easy to follow. Come here and build 1, 2, 3, 4. Then build the roof that is the same exactly as the front, like this, all the way over to this point here. Then join the roof and the back by connecting with white concrete. Then over here, what we want to do is join the back of the roof and the front of the roof, connecting it with white concrete again. Then along the top in the roof, what we want to make sure we do is we fill in with white concrete like this. As you guys can see. As you guys can see. There we go. And then just filling this in once again. There we go again. Then once again, filling this in. There we go once again. And there we go once again. Now the weather needs to be clear. There we go. So now that the house is very much near completion, our next steps is to fill in this wall right here with the white concrete. Very simple thing to do. Just like that. Then on the back right here, it's the same exact window as the front. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 across the top. And then 4 in the middle. Just like that. Along here, what we want to do is we want to add ourselves a little window slash balcony. So we're going to add ourselves glass on the edge. Just like that. As you guys can see. Now, for the middle bit of the house here, what we're going to do is we're going to add ourselves some white concrete. Jesus. And then we're going to add some white concrete in the middle along here. Just like this. There we go. And there we go. So, as you guys can see, that's all we've done. The house is pretty much complete, just not yet. We need to add some final touches. So if we go into the house, we can see that the flooring isn't done, and the flooring needs to be wooden blocks. So make sure you go underneath every single block, including the glass, and make sure you use wood underneath it, because that is what the floor is going to be. Even underneath the doors, well, now that's actually fine. So we're going to place wooden blocks underneath all of the blocks right here. And to be honest, I'm surprised this video is only 6 minutes long so far. Maybe 7 minutes because of the cinematics and stuff like that. But this house is a very small modern house, and I pretty much know how to build this. The design is literally in my head, and I'm just literally building it based upon that. I don't have any screenshots or stuff. It's just in my head. It's pretty easy to build. So just fill in the floor with wood. Enough with my ramblings. And once you've finished the flooring in with wood, as you can see, there we go. That house is pretty much done. The only thing now to do is to add stairs and to add the exterior. So for the stairs, you can either opt for wooden stairs, you can opt for white stairs. So I'm going to show you what they both look like. If you're going to use wooden stairs, make sure you use the oak wood stairs because they match the flooring. And where we are going to add stairs is not over here because this is the balcony area. We definitely want to add them on this side because this is where you come into the house. So I'm going to destroy a block right here. And 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to add 1, 2, 3, 4 like that, as you guys can see. See, this looks good from the below because of course it matches with the flooring. But if we use the white concrete stairs, it actually looks better as we go up because it matches with the white concrete. So either one you think is better, just use which one. It really doesn't matter. So as you guys can see, this is the house now. A very, very small modern house. The only thing left for us to do now is to add ourselves some leaves, some jungle leaves. Get rid of the water. I'm going to add some jungle leaves here. We're going to add some leaves also going around the edge of the house like this, all the way around the back part of the house, and then around this part right here. So as you guys can see, this so far is pretty much a finished house. If we just add one last bit of what do you call this, dark oak leaves here. So that is pretty much the house. Well, the last thing to do is, if we want to, you know, lock off this balcony, we want to add some doors. Preferably what we want to do is want to place 2 doors right here, and then what we want to do is place these dark oak, this gray concrete like this, and then we want to place the doors like this actually, so we can actually open them. There we go. So that's what we want to have. And then around here, as you guys can see underneath here, we possibly want to make sure we also have some lighting for nighttime. So what you might want to do is underneath these blocks, oh god, I just messed up. Let's actually get this block. There we go. And then place some glowstone like right there, as you guys can see. So if you did enjoy this video, do not forget to leave a like, do not forget to subscribe. It's been Drew Builds, and this has been an amazing small modern house tutorial. And if you like videos like this, don't forget to subscribe, because every other day I'm going to be posting amazing modern house tutorials, amazing survival house tutorials, and I hope you guys enjoy.